How may I assist you? It's clear that both of them truly care about the Crusaders, but sadly, those ideas are contradictory to each other. Conflict is inevitable. My name is Maria. I'm part of the Sophers. To put it simply, we focus on medical science and research. Surely you can explain.
Can I help you with something? My tale is pretty boring compared to most others here. I was a veterinarian with one of the caravans that ran through New Canaan. I kept the Brahmin happy and healthy, checked they were properly fed and hydrated, and able to walk with no signs of soreness or hoof issues. But after the destruction of the town, the caravan left me behind. So I picked up with a band of the survivors and came here. I was able to transfer my skills as a vet into human medicine. There are some huge differences, mind you, but I'm still better than most Sophers.
You ever taste a real hamburger with
I
cheese?
think that box of fancy.
Rumor has it
Good to see
can
you.
get
How may I assist you?
one in the frontier.
I wonder what the Brotherhood is really like. Are they all as tough as Clements and Weaver?
Hello again. How may I be of assistance to you? This advanced medical research lab was abandoned prior to the war. Odd enough for a robotics company to be involved in such an undertaking. But this is only a soup con of the strangeness. It seems that someone tried to ransack the place, but settled for smashing all the terminals and burned them, along with all the research logs in the central room. Someone didn't want whatever was going on up here to be noticed or discovered. Perhaps a revelation they felt impeded upon the works of God. Perhaps something as terrible as learning to split the atom. My mind churns with the possibilities. For the more my Sophers investigate, the more secrets this seemingly innocuous building harbors. We're attempting to piece together the purpose of research done here, but all that's left is evidence of cryogenic experiments on canines, some of which are still frozen in stasis pods. Feel free to look around, but do be careful in the main laboratory. A power surge caused the robotic dissection suites to reactivate, and we currently can't find the means to shut them down. I wasn't always this dour. Once I was a brilliant, vivacious young scribe. Not as fervid as Molly, mind you. Father Elijah changed all that. After the Battle of Helios 1, I was wounded by a rad scorpion as we fled towards our new bunker. I began to bleed out, but then Elijah found me. I'd always looked upon him like a grandfather. He seemed particularly taken with me and another girl, Veronica. He stopped the venom and my bleeding. As he carried me away, I believed the darkest moment in my life had passed. How naive I was then. While he repaired my body, Elijah had other designs for my brain. Specifically for my pineal gland. The dark truth of his fondness revealed itself. Apparently, he'd taken a fondness to me because of my gift, and wanted to enhance it cybernetically. The surgery was horrific without anesthesia. I don't know how many days had passed, only that it was several surgeries later. He grew frustrated with the process and stitched me up mid-operation. He raved about not having the proper tech, but that he knew where to find it. Elijah abandoned me. I awoke in a shack on the outskirts of Freeside. I never heard from him again. The last round of surgery damaged me. My amygdala, specifically. In short, I have trouble processing emotions, particularly happiness and anger. I've worked with the Domina and Clements to restore them, but it's like trying to regrow an arm. You eventually learn to adapt. Perhaps one day God will answer that prayer. As a teen, I discovered I could, know things via nasty shocks of electricity. I owe my impulsivity to fix an old terminal for the revelation. Tasha believes the ability is a gift from God, something about biblical prophets having similar powers. Me? I have a more mundane explanation. Pretty sure, being a scribe, my mother was exposed to some FEV residue, or heavy radiation, from old pieces of tech, before she knew she was pregnant. A lot of babies in my bunker had birth defects around the time I was born. So, put two and two together. It's more like visions of what another person around me is feeling. It works both ways. With enough concentration, I can make another feel a certain way. You can imagine why Elijah wanted to save me. What a mass-scale weaponized version of my power would do to the NCR morale. Nightmarish, indeed. Elian? Thank you. But please, don't press this any further. Don't you understand? I am done with the Brotherhood. It's a painful past to stalk my nightmares. Nothing more. Look at that. You've pried apart a long-stitched wound so fiercely that you've overcome Elijah's maiming. Just tell Elian I'm dead. That it was just a fling. Just anything to close that chapter of his life and my own. Take this. He'll know that it's mine. I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now.
You ever taste a real hamburger
I
with cheese?
wonder what the Brotherhood is really
Rumor
like.
has it, you can
Are
get
they all
one
as tough
from
as
here.
Clements and Weaver?
Hello again. How may I be of Well, you do have the intelligence, but do you have any medical training? Well done. You seem well versed in medical sciences and would be an asset to us. So, with these small gifts, I welcome you to the Sophers. While there are no urgent matters, I could really use a textbook on radiation sickness. Some of the newer recruits are struggling with the subject. Find one for me, and I'll teach you a bit of compound pharmacy in exchange.
you should join us for a prayer and a bowl of hot stew.